Shalom. I am co-pastor Juanita Weiss along with my husband David at Kingdom Life Messianic Congregation, and we're also founders of Weiss Ministries Incorporated. I want to bring to you what I call a Torah nugget. Now, in the synagogues and in Messianic congregations, often what is read during the week is called the Parashah, and this is the weekly Torah reading. This particular week, the title of the Parashah is Mishpatim, and is taken out of Exodus 22, 23, and 24. In this particular section, we get an understanding of what Mishpatim are. The definition for that is the rulings, judgments, and laws that are given to the people of God. And so what we need to understand, and what I wanted to share with you by way of a nugget, is that in the Hebrew there are several words for law. We know Torah, and Torah simply means instruction. We also understand mitzvot. Mitzvot are within the Torah, and they are commandments. They are the thou shalt and thou shalt not. And then we have the mishpatim, which are rulings that are given by God to his people. And we find too that Moses would have rulings as well. He would establish rulings once he has consulted with Adonai. He would come forth with mishpatim as well. And then we have what is called the hukim. Hukim are laws and regulations and ordinances and statutes that really have no rationale as to why they should be done, but the Lord tells his people to make sure that throughout the generations, wherever they live, to carry out these hukim. And over time, he would give them an understanding, but that understanding would not be a full understanding, because with the Lord, it's always a progressive ge'ulah. It's a progressive revelation. And so why is this important? Because when you read the Brit Hadashah, which is the New Covenant, you're going to come across the word law. The Greek will not have several words as Hebrew does for law. So when Rav Shaul, Apostle Paul, says in Romans 8 that you are free from the law of sin and death, what is he talking about? What is that law? Is it the hukim? Is it the mishpatim? Is it mitzvot? Is it Torah? What is he talking about? Well, we find out in Leviticus 26 and also in Deuteronomy 28 that the law had blessings and curses, so that if there was any infraction of the Torah, you basically were subject to the penalty of the law, which would be the curses of the law. So when Rav Shaul says you're free from the law of sin and death, he says because of the shed blood of Messiah Yeshua, you have been freed from the penalty of the law. So does that mean that the Torah is done away with? The instructions of God, who gave these to his people so that they would have a roadmap and an understanding of his heart, and that they would bring his people closer to his heart. That's what the Torah is all about. It's about grace, God extending grace to his people so that in a way they would be able to approach him. So as you read the Brit Hadashah, the New Covenant, just be mindful that there are several words for law. And in your understanding, it's not always Torah, it's not always in the instruction of God, but there are certain laws that are that come along with it, and one of them is the law of sin and death that Rav Shaul tells us. This has been your Torah nugget. Thank you so much for listening, and if you like it, share it with a friend. God bless you. Shalom Oberecha. Peace and blessings.